Good day, everyone. So, our topic for today is about financial literacy, Module 8 Financial Literacy. So, what is financial literacy? It is a core life skills in an increasingly complex world where people need to take charge of their own finances, budget, financial choices, managing risk, saving, credit, and financial transactions. So, here in financial literacy, tudluan ta niya on how we take charge of our own finances, how we budget our money, how we save money, and how we manage our financial transactions. It is important to learn financial literacy while we are still young because it can help us develop good habits early. So these habits, it will help us become responsible adults in the future. So next is financial plan. So teachers need to have a deeper understanding and capacity to formulate their own financial plan. So it is wise to consider starting to plan the moment they hand in their first salary, including ang lang incentives, bonuses, and extra remunerations that they receive. So, here are the steps in creating a financial plan. First, we have calculating net worth. So, it is the amount by which assets exceed liabilities. So, net worth, it is the difference between what you own and what you owe. So, it helps you understand your financial status, whether you have more assets or more debts. So, how we calculate net worth is, for example, pag nakay 5,000 pesos nga savings, tapos ang imong utang kay 2K, so imong net worth is 3K. So that's how you calculate your net worth. Second, we have determining cash flow. A financial plan is knowing where money goes every month. So it is the movement of money in and out. It shows how much money you receive and how much you spend, helping you control your expenses. So one thing na dapat imong buhaton in determining your cash flow is imuhang i-document kung how much money ang imuhang magastos every month, how much money ang kailangan nimo para sa imong necessities, para sa imong amount sa imong savings, and also ang money na imuhang magasto para sa imong investment and other plan. The third one is considering the priorities. So the core of the financial plan is the person's clearly defined goals. So we should set priorities, means deciding what is more important between needs and wants. So this helps us spend money wisely and avoid unnecessary expenses. So dapat top priority ko na tong ato ang mga needs kaysa tatong wants. Mga needs nato for everyday use like mga foods, mga clothing nato, expenses nato pag magbiyahe ta, dapat ka na ato ang mga top priority kaysa sa ato ang mga wants nato like mga parcel, mga makeup, etc. Here are the 5 financial improvement strategies. First, we have identify your starting point. So this means knowing your current financial situation. You need to check how much money you have, how much money you earn, and how much you owe. By calculating your net worth, you can understand if you are financially stable or not and track your progress over time. For example, naakay 2,000 pesos nga savings, but naakay utang nga 1,500. So, di ba ang mabili sa imo ha, 500 na lang. So, diri nimo ma-realize na mas kailangan nimo mag-save og money and ma-avoid nimo ang unnecessary spending. Second, we have set your priorities. So you should make a list of rated needs and wants that can help set financial priorities. So needs are things one must have in order to survive. Para sa kung kanina, ang atong mga needs like food, shelter, clothing, healthcare, and transportation. Wala mga wants na to these are the things one would like to have but are not necessary for survival. Para sa kung kanina nga, dapat top priority dyan nato ang atuang needs kaysa sa atuang mga wants. One is document your spending. So one of the best ways to figure out cash flow or what comes in and what goes out is to create a budget or a personal spending plan. So a budget list, you should list down here all your incomes and expenses that will help you meet financial obligations. So this means keeping you track of all your incomes and expenses that will help you make a budget where you can see where your money goes and helps you control your spending. So it also ensures that you have enough money for important expenses. So dapat nimo document imong spending, kung ahanin mo nagasto ang money, kung nagasto ba nimo siya sa imong mga needs kaysa sa imong mga wants. The fourth one is lay down your debt. Living with debt is costly not just because of interest and fees, but it can also prevent people from getting ahead with their financial goals. So this means managing and reducing your debts. Having too much debt can be stressful and can stop you from reaching your financial goals because of interest and payments. For example, pag nakay utang nga kwarta, dapat ibayaran jud mo siya as soon as possible para dili pagod siya magdoble ang iyang interest. Para dili ka ma-stress na makadugang siya problema. The last one, the fifth one, is secure your financial future. So this means preparing for unexpected situations and for the future, such as emergencies or retirement. So saving money and planning ahead can help you stay financially stable even during difficult times. So ang saving money kay makatabang yun ni siya in the near future. For example, nagkasakit ka, na emergency nga nahitabo sa imong pamilya, kay dili ka ma-stress o dili ka maglibog kung aha ka magkuha og imong kwarta in case nga wala kay income. The next one is financial goal planning and setting. So setting goals is a very important part of life, especially in financial planning. So before investing the money, you should consider setting personal financial goals. So financial goals are targets usually driven by specific future financial needs such as saving for a comfortable retirement, sending children to college, or enabling a home purchase. The first one is time horizon. It indicates the time when the money will be needed. So the longer the time horizon, it is the more risky investments can be made. So time horizon, it refers to how long you plan to keep your money before you need to use it. If the time is long, you can take more risk, but you still have time to recover from losses. If the time is short, it is better to choose safer investments. And we have risk tolerance. Investors may let go of the possibility of large gain if they knew there was also a possibility of a large loss. So, risk tolerance is how willing a person is to take risk when investing. So, some people avoid risk because they are afraid of losing their money, or what we call the risk averse, while others are willing to take risk to gain more profit, or the risk seekers. So, ang risk averse, or those are the people that are afraid of losing their money, pwede ka mo choose na i-save ang imuhang money sa bangko. Pag ikaw ng tao nga risk seeker ka, nga mo take jud ka og risk, dapat nimo invest ang imuhang money sa mga business para na kay chance nga mo grow ang imuhang investment. The third one is liquidity needs. Liquidity refers to how quickly an investment can be converted into cash, or the equivalent of cash. So, the liquidity needs usually affect the type of chosen investments to meet the goals. So, it means how quickly you can turn your investment into cash. Pag kailangan ni mong money anytime, you should choose investments that are easy to withdraw. If not, you can choose investments that take time but may earn more. For example, money in savings. Pag nakay money in savings account, it is easy to withdraw, but gamay ra ang iyang income, gamay ra imong profit. But ang money na imong invest sa imong business, mag-take man siya time, but nadyo kay chance nga mo grow ang imuhang gi-invest nga money, and possible po na madoble tong amount kay imuhang gi-invest. The last one is investment goals. We have the growth, income, and stability. So once determine the financial goals and how time horizon, risk tolerance, and liquidity needs affect them. So the growth, it means increasing the value of your money over time. So the goal is to make your investment worth more in the future. For example, is you should invest your money in a small business so it can grow and you can earn more profit. In income, it means earning regular money from your investments such as interest or dividends. So this money, it can be used or saved again. For example, you should save your money in a bank and you can earn interest every month. The stability, it means keeping your money safe and avoiding losses. So the goal is to protect your original money rather than risking it. So In stability, you should keep your money in a secure bank account to make sure it does not decrease. So next, we will proceed to the budget and budgeting. So budget, it is an estimation of revenue and expenses over a specified future period of time and is usually compiled and re-evaluated on a periodic basis. So the budget, it is a plan that shows how much money you expect to earn and how much you plan to spend within a certain period of time. So it helps you organize your money and make sure it is used properly. For example, na kay 1,000 pesos nga allowance, ang 600 ani kay it is for food, ang 200 kay for school needs, and ang 200 na mabili nimo sa imong savings. Say budgeting, it is the process of creating and following a plan on how to spend your money. It helps you decide in advance if your money is enough for your needs and wants. So, before spending, dapat i-list mo dito tanan ang mga expenses first. So, dili ka ma-run out of money. So, importante ang budgeting because it will help you ensure that naa kay enough money for important needs and prevents you from going into debt. It also helps you control your spending. 7 steps to good budgeting. First, step 1 is set realistic goals. Goals for the money will help you make smart spending choices upon deciding on what is important. It means setting clear and achievable goals for your money. So your goals will guide your spending decisions. For example, goal nimo kay makasave kag 500 in this month. So dapat i-limit nimo ang imuhang unnecessary spending. Step 2 is identify income and expenses. This means knowing how much money you receive and where it goes. Tracking your expenses helps you see your spending habits. So, dapat nimo i-write down ang imuhang allowance and you should list everything you spend like mga food and imuhang mga loads kung ahanin mo nagasto ang imuhang kwarta. Step 3 is separate needs from wants. This means identifying which expenses are necessary and which are not. This helps you prioritize important things. Like para sa kung ingong ganina, na dapat nimo i-prioritize imuhang mga needs like mga food, clothing, travel expenses, and usa na ang imuhang mga wants na dili kay siya necessary sa imuhang everyday life. Step 4 is design your budget. It means creating a plan that balances your income and expenses. You should not spend more than what you earn. For example, na kay 1,000, gamay ka og 1,000 na expenses for a day. And dapat ang imuhang expenses ang imuhang magasto dili siya mulapas sa 1k na budget nimo, dili siya maabot og mga 2k or 10k. Dapat i-limit lang nimo siya kung usa ang budget nga naa ka. Step 5 is put your plan into action. This means following your budget and using your money as planned. It also means avoiding unnecessary use of your credit or your money. For example, gaplano ka nga mag-save kag 200 pesos, dapat i-make sure nimo nga matupad nimo na siya nga dili nimo siya gastuhon inana nga dapat nimo i-save ang imong money. The next we have is step 6, plan for seasonal expenses. This means preparing for unexpected or occasional expenses by saving money in advance. For example, I save money in case I need to buy mga school materials or for emergencies. And lastly, we have step 7, look ahead. It means reviewing and improving your budget over time. Budgeting takes practice and you can adjust it if you needed. If ang budget nimo di siya mag-work sa imuha, pwede nimo siya i-change ang the way nga mag-budget ka sa mga kwarta. And you should try better plan sa mga musunod. Next is spending. If budget goals serve as a financial with list, a spending plan is a way to make those wishes a reality. Turn them into an action plan. So, in spending, it is a guide on how you will use your money to achieve your financial goals. It turns your goal into actions by helping you decide where your money should go. For example, ang goal nimo is to save money, then ang spending plan nimo dapat naka-indicate libo dito ang pag-limit sa imong unnecessary expenses sa paggasto sa mga unnecessary expenses nimo like mga snacks or online shopping. Let's proceed in steps in setting and prioritizing budget goals. So first we have start by listing your goals. It means identifying all the things you want to achieve with your money. It includes your needs, wants, and future goals. For example, ang goal nimo karon nga month kay makapalit kag new phone nimo. Ang goal nimo kay magtikom para makapalit og imuhang tablet, etc. Second one is divide your goals according to how long it will take to meet each goal. It means grouping your goals based on how long it will take to achieve them. We have the short-term goal, medium-term goal, and long-term goals. So, ang short-term goal, example ani niya kay, for example, gusto nimo makapalit kag school supplies within a month lang na siya. When we say medium-term, for example, kay magtigom ka, kay ganahan ka makapalit og gadget, but within 1 to 2 years only. When we say long-term goals, kay kuna na siyang goals ni mga pangkadugayan siya. Like for example, ganahan ka makatigom, ay mahang goal ana kay long term like budget for college or budget para makapalit kag kotse or house. The third one is estimate the cost of each goal and find out how much it costs. This means finding out how much money you need for each goal. It helps you understand which goals are more expensive and may require more effort. The fourth one is project future cost. This means considering that prices may increase over time, especially for long-term goals. Para sa yung ganyan long-term goals, kanang pag magtigom kag money, pangkadugayan siya like for college or for your goals like house. This helps you prepare enough money in the future. The fifth one is calculate how much you need to set aside each period. This means deciding how much money you need to set aside regularly to reach your goal on time. So sa ikalima diri kay dapat nimo i-calculate kung how much money ang kailangan nimo i-save every time para ma-reach ang imong goal. For example, kung kailangan nimo 1,000 pesos within a month, dapat makasave kag 200, at least 200 pesos every month para ma-achieve nimo ang imong goal nga 1,000 pesos within 5 months. The next one is prioritize your goals. This means arranging your goals based on importance. Needs should come first before wants. Para sa kung kanina nga, priority jud dapat nato ang ato ang mga needs like mga food, for shelter, for our clothing, or for travel expenses kaysa sa ato ang wants. Kaya ato ang mga wants, mapalit raman na siya nato sunod but dili siya necessary sa ato ang survival everyday. Lastly, we have create a schedule for meeting our goals. This means planning when and how you will achieve each goal, including how much and how often you will save. For example, pag kailangan mo 1,000 pesos in 5 months, dapat makasave kag 200 pesos within a month para within 5 months ma-reach mo ang goal nimo nga 1,000 pesos. Let's proceed in investment and investing. When we say investment, it means putting your money into something so it can grow over time. Investing is the process of using your money to earn more profit instead of just keeping it in savings. So instead nga i-keep nimo imong mga money sa imong wallet, pwede nimo siya invest kay naa siya possibility na mo-grow, mo-double ang imong gi-invest nga kwarta. There are many ways you can invest your money, but you should consider these 4 aspects. First, we have time horizon. This refers to how long you plan to keep your money invested. A longer time horizon allows you to take more risk because you have time to recover from losses. For example, if I invest money for 5 years, pwede ka maka-choose ng mga investments that grow more. But if I need the money next month, I should choose a safer option. So, mao na siya ang time horizon. So, the second one is how much money do you expect your investment to earn each year, or what we call the expectation of return. This is how much profit you expect to earn from your investment over time. Different investments have different returns. Some are low but safe, while others are high pero risky siya. For example, a savings account makahatag sa mga small interest, but safe siya. While a business investment, pwede siya makahatag sa mga higher profit, but risky siya kay businessman siya, nag-invest ka sa business. The third one is how much of your investment are you willing to lose in the short term in order to earn more in the long term, or what we call the risk tolerance. This refers to how much loss you are willing to accept. Kaya nag-invest man kag money, dapat willing ka mo accept kung unsa may resulta sa imong gi-invest na money. Some people mag-prefer sila kanang safe investments. Walang others kay willing sila mo take of risk, but mo take of risk for higher returns. For example, ikaw nang tawong hadlok ka nga mawala imong money, pwede ka mag-choose like sa mga bank savings account. But gamay ra ang iyahang profit nga makuha, gamay ra imong profit nga makuha. While pag ikaw nagtawa nga risk taker ka, mo take you kag risk, pwede mo siya invest sa business kay possible na mo grow ang imuhang money but risky siya. Lastly, the fourth one, we have what types of investment interest you, investment type. So, daghan magkitag investment type. This refers to the kind of investment nga i-choose nimo based sa imong goals, time, and risk level. So, ang different types of investment offer different benefits. Daghan kay siya example ang investment type na to, for example, pwede ka maka-invest sa business nimo, risky siya, but possible na mag-grow ang mga kwarta sa mga savings account or other opportunities depending on what suits you or kung unsa imong goal. Let's proceed in the next slide. We have the savings. In order to get out of debt, it is important to set some money aside and put it in the savings account on a regular basis. So, ang saving, it means setting aside a part of your money regularly instead of spending it all. It helps you avoid debt and allows you to buy things you need or want without borrowing. Kaya diba pag mag-save ta og money, bisag piniso na, kay matigom dyan na siya, daghan dyan na siya pag matigom. So, in case of emergency, pag nakay ganahan paliton, nga wala na dyan kay choice nga kwarta, so pwede mo siya makuha para nakay ikapalit. So, nindot yun ang na-savings. Emergency Savings Fund. Start as early, setting aside a little money for emergency savings fund. So, an emergency savings fund is money saved for unexpected situations like nagkasakit sa imong pamilya or ikaw ba nagkasakit ka, na ay na-accident sa inyong pamilya or urgent needs. So, it is important to start saving early even in small amount. Kaya para sa kung ganina, kay bisag piso-piso na siya, taga-adlaw ang imong ihulog, but pag matigom siya, dako jud siya. For example na kay mga extra money, kanang mga imong mga barya, pwede na nimo na siya i-save. Kay in case of emergency, naa kay makuha, naa kay dili na nimo need mag-borrow og money sa uban kay naa kay savings. Mao nang advantage pag naa kay na save na money. I have here the 10 reasons why kailangan nato mag-save og money. First, we have to become financially independent. Kaya diba, pag naatay na save na money, it means na dili na ta kailangan mag-rely sa ubang tawo para manghura mag kwarta in case of emergency. Kaya naman tayo kaugal ng savings na to. Pag naatay savings, we can pay our own needs without asking money from family or from other people. Second one is to save on everything you buy. Saving allows you to wait for better deals and avoid paying extra through credit or interest. For example, you can buy items on sale and instead of buying them at a higher price using credit. Third one is to buy a home or a car. So, ang savings, it helps you afford big purchases like a house or a car, either fully or through down payment. So, for example, you save money to pay the down payment for a motorcycle or a house. The fourth one is to prepare for the future. Kay diba pag naatay savings kay it helps you feel secure because kabal man kasi imong kagalingon nga naa kay money nga natikom nga naa kay savings in case of emergency or for your future needs. Diba pag naa kay tikom in case pag kanang na for college nimo naa kay makuha ang kwarta for your future expenses or for your future living expenses. The fifth one is to get out of debt. Savings helps you pay off what you owe and avoid borrowing again. Kaya di ba pag naa ka natigom, you can use your money para mo bayad sa mong utang and for other expenses nimo nga dili na nimo need nga mangutang pa sa laing tawo kay naa man kay kaugaling savings nimo nga pwede nimo magamit for magastos sa imong expenses. The sixth one is to augment annual expenses. This means saving in advance for yearly expenses so you won't struggle when they come. For example, magtigom ka sa mga kwarta for school fees or pag naay mga special occasions. The seventh one is to settle unforeseen expenses. So, when you save money, it helps you handle unexpected cost without stress. Kaya pwede man mo magamit ang mga savings in case of emergency, pag na mga nahitabo nga dili maayos sa imong kinabuhi, pwede mo gamit ang savings para magbayad sa imong mga bills. So the eighth one is to respond to emergencies. Emergencies, di ba, they can happen anytime. And ang savings nimo, it is one of the important nga imuhang buhaton para makatabang siya sa imuha para mag-deal sa imong possible nga problem sa maabutay nga panahon. Kay di ba pag naa kay savings nimo, dili na nimo need mabalaka kay na makakugol savings nimo in case of emergency. So the ninth one is to mitigate losing your job or getting hurt. Kay di ba, ang savings nimo, it can support you pag wala kay trabaho or cannot work due to sickness or injury. Pag maundang po kag trabaho nimo kay ang save pag nakay na save na money kay mao na siya motabang sa imuha para ma-cover ang imong daily needs hantod wala pa kay trabaho. So inana ka importante nga kailangan mag-save na tuong money. So lastly, we have to have a good life. Kay di ba pag naati na save na money, makahatag siya sa tuwa og peace of mind and makatabang siya sa tuwa to live comfortably without constant worry. Kaya di ba pag pagkabalot nga natin na save na money, dili na nato kailangan mabala ka for the future sa ato mga future expenses or kung usa pa atong kagastuhan in the near future. So dapat yun nato ma-apply ang pag-save of money sa ato ang kinabuhi. So that would be all for my report and ang continuation sa akong report kay ang next reporter na si Miss Carol Perez. So that would be all. Thank you so much for listening.